it hadn't been for Rose's brother Christopher cutting down the rose bush, none of this story would have happened. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's back up just a little bit and start from the beginning. Rosemary, or Rose for short, lived with her mother and two older brothers, Christopher and Nicholas. Rose loved flowers, and her favorite flower was, of course, roses, just like her name. Now, one morning, beautiful Rose got out of bed and brushed her teeth and combed her hair. She went out to the backyard and noticed her older brother Christopher with the hedge clippers. Christopher, being the oldest, was the only one allowed to use the hedge clippers. A funny feeling rushed over Rose. She suddenly rushed to her rose bush in the corner of the fence. There was no rose bush. Her brother had cut down her beautiful rose bush. Well, I don't want to repeat the exchange that happened between Rose and her older brother Christopher, but I will tell you that their mother had to be called in to settle it. Rose looked at the rose bush, or what was left of it. She started to walk away when she thought she heard a voice coming from where the rose bush was.
Come right in.
It's just the wind.
Do I sound like the wind?
No, you sound like a voice coming from...
Rose looks around and she finds no one and continues to walk away.
A voice coming from the old rose bush.
Come, walk in.
I can't. All I see is a fence.
Look closely.
There, before Rose's eyes, was an opening.
There's an opening. I'm going to tell my mother.
No, if you go to the doorway, you'll disappear.
I'm not allowed to go anywhere unless I tell my mother.
That is a very good rule. But in this world, you'll feel better if someone comes with you.
Well, maybe... Do I get to choose?
Why, yes.
Well, not my brothers. They would only fight. And you said I can't take my mother.
No. Grown-ups won't be able to use the Great Woods.
Great Woods? What is that?
It is a land where all living things live in harmony.
I know I will take my dog, Mr. Peepers. And Mr. Peepers, Mr. Peepers, Mr. Here he is. Okay, we're ready.
Just walk towards the rose bush.
Rose did as the voice said, and she found herself in the big woods.
Is this the Great Woods? Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
But you're so big, and you're a lion, and lions eat little girls like me.
Oh, I'll never eat a person, especially a little girl.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. Let me introduce myself. My name is Thorn. I am the king of the Great World Woods.
Of course you are.
And how would you know that?
Because every story I've read, the lion always is the king of the beasts. Or a king of something.
So you know my story.
Well, not quite, but it sounds familiar. Oh yes, my name is Rose, and this is Mr. Peeper.
I'm glad to meet you and Mr. Peepers.
Are you in trouble? Your Majesty?
No, you have it wrong. I'm not in trouble. Are you?
What do you mean?
I mean the Great Woods lie on the edge that borders your world and mine. There have been a great disturbances.
A disturbance? How did that happen?
When your brother cut down the rose bush.
Oh, yes, I was very upset. But my mother said it would grow back next year.
That is true, but the rose bush will not bloom until your next year.
You said my next year. Wouldn't that be your next year, too?
No! Our world does not count years or days. We live the same time over and over and over.
I don't understand.
You have a favorite fairy tale?
Yes, it's the Beauty and the Beast.
When you read that story, it stays the same.
Yes, it does.
That is the way it is in the Great Woods. Everything stays exactly the same. We're connected to your world only through certain things.
You mean the rose bush was what connects you to our world?
Yes. The Great Woods is connected to all the beautiful things of your world. Freshly cut grass, the smell of rain in the early morning, the warm sun.
But why my rose bush? It's only one rose bush. There are many more rose bushes.
No, it was a special rose bush.
But I didn't even plant it. It was there when we moved into the house.
Precisely. The bush has been there since, well, it's been hundreds of years. Long before the house was built, it was a portal between your world and ours.
That's hard to believe my rose bush was so important.
Everything in your world is important. Water, trees, grass, everything that you take for granted.
So everything in my world has connections to your world?
Not just my world, but lots of others. The fairy tales you read have a pinch of truth in them.
How?
The magic they speak is real. The places they speak of are also real, and so are the creatures.
You mean there are such things like fairies and leprechauns and goblins?
For sure.
Some people will find that hard to believe.
That is why we can still exist without most people knowing. Few people believe in us.
Who are the ones that still believe?
Those who have a wink and a twinkle in their eyes.
Do I have a wink and a twinkle?
You certainly do.
Do you think my brothers do?
No, they long ago lost their wink and their twinkle.
I knew it. That's why they were so mean to me.
That may well be the case, Rose, but you have work to do.
Yes, just like in the fairy tale, I must find something or something in order to make things right.
You remember your fairy tales very well. That is why you were chosen.
What can I do?
You have to find the rose.
A rose, that's easy. They're all over the place.
No, they are rare in the Great Woods.
You mean you don't have roses in the Great Woods?
Only the one you must find.
Why do I need the rose?
Same reason you needed your rose bush.
Well, I guess I understand.
The rose that blooms in the Great Woods was a magic rose. It was my duty to keep the rose safe. I am called the Rose Gardener.
The Rose Lion?
The Rose Lion.
The Rose Lion? How funny is that? So we will find the rose in the Great Woods would be the same?
I cannot go with you. Each day the rose is gone, I will go weak.
Weak? You mean you'll get sick?
You'll have to find the rose yourself.
But I don't know where to look. I've never been to the Great Woods.
I have a great many friends that will help you along the way. Just tell them. Tell them you know Thorn.
How can they help me find the rose?
The creatures in the Great Woods know many things.
But why can't you tell me where the rose is?
Because the closest something to you the hardest to find.
Rose and Mr. Peepers walked down a well-worn path in the great woods. They didn't go far when they met a troll named Ugly.
Hello, my name is Rose, and this is Mr. Peepers. Do you live here?
They call me Ugly. Why, I lived here. I lived in the great woods for 100 years.
That's a long time. Then you should know where I can find the magic rose.
No. I can tell you where to find some daisies.
No, I'm trying to find the magic rose for King Thorn.
Who? King Thorn? He's the king of the great woods.
Yes, and I must find the magic rose because it is my fault that it has disappeared.
I'm sure you'll find it. You have to find many things in the great woods. Once I found a human's hat.
You did?
Yeah. You're a human, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, I found the owner of Mr. Peavy, so I'm sure you could find a magic rose.
I'm sure I will. Goodbye, Ugly.
Goodbye, Rose and Mr. Peepers.
Rose and Mr. Peepers walked on and met Mr. Green Thing.
Hello? Hello? Are you having a green day?
I beg your pardon?
I said, are you having a green day?
I don't know.
Don't you like the color green?
Yes, I guess so.
You have to. Look all around you. The woods is practically all green.
Yes it is.
Well, it's a very important color.
Well, my name is Rose, and this is Mr. Peepers.
Oh, I'm Mr. Green Thing, of course.
I'm searching for the magic rose for King Thorn.
King Thorn. He's the great king, even though he isn't green.
Do you know where the magic rose would be?
Well, let me think. I think if it's green, I'll know. A rose is green?
No, I've never seen a green rose.
Well, then I can't help you.
Well, thank you anyways, Mr. Green Thing. We'll be going now.
You're very welcome, Rose. Beware of my cousin, Miss Pink Thing. She thinks of nothing but the color pink.
Okay, Mr. Green Thing. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Rose. Come back and see me soon.
I will.
Rose was growing tired. She saw someone coming down the path. It was Miss Pink Thing.
Hello, you must be Miss Pink Thing.
Well, yes, honey. It's a very pink day, isn't it?
Now, Rose was already warned by Mr. Green Thing that Miss Pink Thing only talked about the color pink.
Yes it is. My name is Rose, and this is Mr. Peepers. Do you know where I can find the magic rose?
What color is it?
Red.
Why not pink?
I don't know. King Thorn guards it. It's very important that we find it.
King Thorn, King Thorn. Everyone is so concerned about King Thorn. I was asked to decorate his castle, so I used the color scheme of pink, of course. And do you know what?
No, what?
He doesn't even like the color pink.
Oh, he doesn't?
By the way, how did you know what my name was?
Your cousin, Mr. Green Thing.
Oh, he is green with envy.
You can say that again.
Oh, he is green with envy.
I didn't mean for you actually to say it again.
Pink. Pink is the only color that's important.
Well, thank you, Miss Pink Thing. I must be going.
Well, goodbye. I'll have to warn you.
What is it this time?
Make sure you just stay clear of my twin sister, Miss Blue Thing.
Miss Blue Thing?
You got it right.
I bet you she thinks blue is the best color.
You got that right, sister. Goodbye.
Rose was starting to think that the Great Woods was full of nutty creatures and that none of them would be able to help her find the magic rose. Rose walked with Mr. Peepers and bumped into Miss Blue Thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I beg your pardon. You must watch where you're going.
I was wondering if you could help me find the magic rose.
Magic rose? I don't have time to search for that. I'm trying to find the color blue.
Blue?
Why, yes. The most important color there is.
But your cousin, Mr. Green thinks says the most important color is green. And your twin sister said it is pink.
Honey, what do they know? I must be on my way. I'm in a hurry. Goodbye.
You haven't seen the magic rose? King Thorn needs it right away.
King Thorn, I would help, but I have to make sure the Great Woods has blue. Have you seen blue?
Yes.
Where have you seen it?
Just look up in the sky.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Goodbye.
Goodbye. This is hopeless. Everyone in the Great Woods are so selfish. They are only interested in themselves. But don't worry. They don't want to find the magic rose to help King Thorn.
We're all not selfish.
Who are you?
Miss Helen Hedgehog.
Can you help me find the magic rose?
What do you want with the magic rose?
I must find it to help King Thorn.
What is your name? We haven't been properly introduced.
My name is Rose, and this is Mr. Peepers.
How did the rose become missing?
It's a long story, but it's my fault.
You humans always nosing in this or that.
When my brother chopped down the rose bush, it was a portal to the Great Woods.
So it caused the magic rose to disappear?
And if we don't find it, King Thorn will become...
I know. Ill or worse.
Yes, you know.
Of course, I know. I'm the hedgehog, and we know everything in the Great Woods.
So can you help me find the magic rose?
Well, that might take some doing. Magic in the woods are handled by few and special creatures. And Thorn is one of the course, he is good. And the Gray Wolf, he's not.
The Gray Wolf?
Yes, he wants.
Where's Billy Beaver's dam located?
Well, just follow the river, of course.
Which way? East, west, south, or north?
Well, west, of course. Everyone knows that, you silly girl. Billy Beaver always builds his dam on the west side of the river.
Okay, thank you, Miss Helen Hedgehog. So Rose and Mr. Peepers found the river and not long found Billy the Beaver. Are you Billy the Beaver?
Who wants to know?
Rose and Mr. Peepers?
Well, Rose and Mr. Peepers, what can I do for you? You know, beavers are busy.
Well, Miss Helen Hedgehog said you can help me find the magic rose.
What business is the magic rose to you?
Well, I talked to King Thorn.
King Thorn? You spoke to King Thorn?
Yes, King Thorn asked me to help him find the magic rose, so I have been asking everyone in the woods, and no one seems to know where it is.
And that they shouldn't. The magic rose was never be lost. Or King Thorn would die.
I know, but everyone I ask either is concerned about themselves or don't care.
Well, that may very well be so. But all the animals who live in the Great Woods will suffer if the magic rose is lost.
So can you help me?
I can give you someone just mine.
Who is that?
Mr. Rudy Owl, if anybody can help. Must be him. If he can't do it, no one can.
Well, where would I find Mr. Hooty Owl?
Mr. Rudy Owl sleeps in the daytime and hunts at night. You must wait till nightfall.
Rose did not like the prospect of staying in the great woods at night.
How about a cup of tea and the biscuits?
I have to admit, I am famished.
Come, my house isn't far at all.
So Rose and Mr. Peepers followed Billy Beaver to his cozy house that was built of sticks. They found tea and biscuits. Soon night fell. Rose and Mr. Peepers set out to find Mr. Hooty Owl. They soon found him in a tree. You must be Mr. Hooty Owl.
Who?
Are you Mr. Hooty Owl?
Who wants to know?
Rose and Mr. Peepers?
Oh, why wandering the great woods at night? This is no place for a little girl.
I'm on an important mission. I need to find the magic rose.
Oh, that is a great mission. You want to help King Thorn.
Yes, can you help me?
I sleep all day and burn all night. I see only the night. Creatures, everywhere in the great woods. I only know those who roam in the nighttime. Most of those creatures are not trustworthy, but one whose name is Mr. Moley. He could be the one to know where the magic rose is, if you can find him. I only know those who roam the night. Most of those creatures are not trustworthy, but one is. His name is Mr. Moley. If anyone would know where the magic rose is, that'd be who to go to.
And where does Mr. Moley reside?
Oh, he lives underground near the big tree stump. Follow the path. Watch out for Grey Wolf.
Thank you, I will. Goodbye, Mr. Hooty Owl.
Goodbye, Rose and Mr. Peepers.
Rose and Mr. Peepers stayed on the path. And suddenly, to Rose's great horror, was the great wolf perched on a ledge. Rose and Mr. Peepers stayed on the path. Suddenly there to Rose's great horror, there was a gray wolf perched on the ledge. Oh, you're not Mr. Moley.
So, right. Who are you?
My name is Rose, and this is Mr. Peepers.
You know, I am the Grey Wolf, and I eat little girls. I don't wander alone in the great woods.
Oh, but you won't eat me. I'm only a couple of mouthfuls, and poor Mr. Peepers is not even that.
You should be thankful that I have already had my supper.
Yes, I am very thankful.
Hurry along before I decide to have an early snack.
Without another word, Rose hurried down the path with Mr. Peepers. That was a close one, Mr. Peepers. That was the gray wolf that everyone warned me about. Look, there's a big tree stump. Hello! Is there anyone home?
Mr. Peepers, do you go around yelling into everyone's home?
No, I just ran into the bad gray wolf.
Oh, well, I understand now. He isn't that sort of chap that I would like to run into either. What brings you out into this moonlight?
Oh, the moon is quite bright tonight. I'm looking for the magic rose.
Oh, that is important. Very, very, very important. Very, very important mission indeed.
Can you help me?
Of course.
I can. Oh no, come to think of it, I can't. I'm a mole, not a magician. You know, I'm a magician for heaven's sake.
But Mr. Hooty Owl said you could.
Oh, what's he know? He flies around the great woods at night, hunting for folks like me.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, I'm from the other side of the rose bush.
Oh my goodness, that is so far away. Well, we must point you in the right direction. Keep heading on the path and you'll find Iggy, the iguana. He, too, is a night creature.
Goodbye, Mr. Moley.
Bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye.
Rose and Mr. Peepers stay on the path. Soon they meet Iggy the iguana. I do hope you can help me, Mr. Iggy.
Mr. Mole, isn't you?
Why, yes. How did you know?
That's what iguanas do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know my name, but I don't know yours.
Oh, why, yes. My name is Rose, and this is Mr. Peepers.
Welcome, Rose and Mr. Peepers. No, I do not know where the magic rose is.
You read my mind. How did you know I was going to ask you that?
Same way I know. Ooh, sent you to me.
Why are you so amazing? Do all iguanas have this power?
Of course we do, but some of us are stranger than others.
I see. Well, since you already answered my question, I guess I should be moving on.
Don't worry on my account. I was only looking for my supper.
Well, I don't want to hold you up.
You won't. I will give you a name. Elroy the Elk.
Elroy the Elk.
Oh, yes, I know. All the time. I see him every now and then. He often stops in the meadow, in the moonlight, at night, like this.
Can he tell me where the magic rose is?
Sure he can. He knows everyone. Everyone knows him. And everyone knows how great he is, even the gray wolf. Here's him as much as King Thorn.
Oh, yes, and the meadow is...
You. Right on the path. Right there. Right on the path. Right around the bend.
Thank you, Iggy.
You're so welcome. I must be off.
Rose and Mr. Peepers again walked down the path and around the bend. She saw a clearing and Elroy the Elk. Are you Elroy the Elk?
Oh, I thought you were Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Yes, you know, the guy in the red suit. With all the fur.
Yes, I know who he is, but why are you asking for him? It's July.
July, December, it's all the same to me.
Why is that?
Oh, well, I've been trying to get Santa Claus to see if I can become one of his friends. But I keep missing him.
Maybe because he lives in the North Pole.
Oh, you think I know that? I won't meet him. Hundreds of times. Hundreds of letters. But he never answers.
Are you sure you have the right address?
That may be a problem. Well, he has to be on the phone. He has to be in the phone book somewhere. Everyone's in the phone book.
I suppose so. But by the way, Iggy said you can help me find the magic rose.
Oh, Joey, we'll have Ted and Cole Crew about the magic rose, right?
No, it was King Thorn.
King Thorn himself, this may be indeed a problem. Snowy is a crew. Her job is to report any problems and disturbances in the Grove Woods. I bet she is visiting her friend, Blue Polly.
Blue Polly, where is she?
Oh, the sun's coming up. She is probably in her favorite tree. It's a beautiful tree. You can't miss it.
Thank you, Mr. Elroy the Elk. Soon Rose with Mr. Peepers. The sun was coming up, but she wasn't tired, even though she had stayed in the great woods all night. Here's the big oak tree.
What? What? Oh, what's cracker?
I don't have any crackers.
I don't really want crackers. I just say that because everyone expects me to. I actually prefer cake to crackers.
Here's the big oak tree.
What?
I don't have any crackers.
Oh, we only want crackers. I say that because everyone expects me to. I actually prefer cake.
I don't have any cake. I didn't know parrots like cake.
This one does. This one does.
Can you tell me where Miss Snowy the cockatoo is?
Oh, my old friend Snowy. She just left last night. Comes to visit me. And we chat and cook and everything like that.
That's nice. But I need to find her as soon as possible.
Everything. Everyone is in a hurry. We must learn to slow down and smell the crackers.
What?
Never mind. It's just parrot humor.
Oh.
Well, that just keep on the path and go 20 miles. And she is roasting. She's there at her favorite old maple tree, right on the path. You just can't miss her.
Thank you, Mr. Blue Polly. Bye.
Anytime.
Soon Rose and soon came to Snowy the cockatoo. Rose soon came to Snowy the cockatoo.
Well, Rose and Mr. Peepers.
I'm getting used to the great wood folk, knowing my name before I reveal it. Mr. Peeper. Hello, Mr. Snowy.
Hello. You came to
Yes, finally. You don't know how many woodland creatures I've talked with. Following me all this time and you know where the magic rose was and you didn't tell me?
No, it wasn't as easy as that. The magic rose must be found by a human because it was humans who destroyed it in your world.
It was my brother, but where is it?
The gray wolf has stolen it.
The gray wolf, I ran into him last night.
I know. He's very evil and wants to rule the great wood and overthrow Thorn.
Oh no!
He has the magic rose in his lair, not far from you.
But how do I get it?
I will fly over his lair and pretend I'm wounded. I'll come out of his way. Boy, will he chase me.
Then What do you want me to do? Magic Rose. It was in a beautiful crystal jar. But just as Rose reached for it, the gray wolf came back in.
Aha! You tried to steal my rose!
It's not your rose, it belongs to King Thorn.
King Thorn will never see this magic rose again. I shall rule the great woods.
I will not let you. Just as Rose reached for the magic rose, the gray wolf rushed at it too. The magic rose fell on the ground, and the crystal broke, and the rose withered and died.
Look what you've done! You have destroyed the magic rose!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Rose found herself in the presence of King Thorn, who was lying with his eyes closed on the ground. King Thorn! King Thorn! I have failed you, King Thorn! I actually destroyed the magic rose. I tried to take it from the gray wolf, and it fell on the ground and withered and died. King Thorn, wake up! It can't be too late. Rose rushes to kiss him on the mane. Slowly, King Thorn stirs.
Rose, you have not failed me.
But I didn't get the magic rose.
But you have. You have been true and steadfast in your search. Not once did you give up. All the way through, the magic rose I was seeking. But it really was a friend. True and loyal.
Me? But I'm none of those things.
I'm stronger now because of your kindness and your love. I shall make a proclamation that from now on you shall be called Princess Rose. And for now and forever, I shall be known as the Rose Lion, for you were the rose I was searching for.
So that ends my story. By the way, Rose, or Princess Rose as she's known in the Great Woods, returned to her family. But she and Mr. Peepers were able to visit King Thorn and the woodland creatures anytime she wanted. The end.